I don't know about you, but it seems like there's a severe lack of stuff in the FPSosphere recently. Every game now either seems kind of bad or just in a stale state. And I'm not the only one who thinks so either. Take my buddies for instance. R6 Plat 2 esports buff and the resident CSGO crackhead. These two are the biggest FPS boys I know, and Mexi over here has left his lucrative career in carrying my ass to Plat and explaining the intricacies of R6 esports, and has instead decided to play the new Jeffrey Bezos MMO. Meanwhile, Elemental has decided to take a break from consuming copious concentrations of cocaine to dabble in the anime fighting game scene and some random indie puzzlers. My point is, this is all very strange. It doesn't really feel right. But why is it happening? Well, let's run down the list, yeah? Destiny 2 is currently gearing up for its next expansion, so there's only so much to do right now. Plus, I refuse to play any more of this thing until I get Vex Mythoclast. Yes, it has been over 30 runs without dropping. No, I will not stop complaining about it. And yes, I will keep complaining about it after every fucking raid. For the love of God, Bungie, just give me some drop protection. I don't particularly want to play CSGO since I'm not much of a fan of snorting Adderall, and as for its more casual counterpart, no. Valorant leads to League of Legends, and League leads to the Big Depresso. How about Warzone?
Oula, t'as pas l'air en forme? Bah, je suis en forme là.
C'est passé quoi là?
Non mais gros, t'as mon stream, dis-moi que t'as mon stream.
Ah frère, j'ai envie de péter.
Yeah, I think I'm good. Either of the TF2s? Well, shit. Fucking... Escape from Tarkov? Yeah, you know, I think I'm all tarkied out. All this is to say, Battlefield 2042 needs to be good. I'm not sure how much longer I can last without a good solid FPS to sink my teeth into. Without it, I might actually focus on something creative, or, God forbid, get out more than one video a month. Ugh, imagine. But when I say the new Battlefield needs to be good, I don't just mean so I don't have to focus on being productive. I mean for the sake of DICE and the community as a whole. Like, I'm sure I'm not the only one who remembers the golden age of the Battlefield dream team of Jack Frags, Matimio, and Level Cap, right? Like, Jesus, what happened to that? Jack is out here playing the dumpster fire that is Warzone. Matimio is trying to find something, anything interesting to talk about in Rainbow Six. And Level Cap is just a gaming news channel now. The Battlefield YouTube scene is a shell of its former glory, and without 2042 success, it'll probably stay that way forever. Just think about it. If DICE is going to screw up again, the community probably isn't going to be too quick to forgive, if at all. Think of Hardline's mediocre performance, and Battlefield 5's massive backlash to the weird alt-history take on World War II cosmetics. This very much looks like a 3 strikes and you're out type of situation. But even if the community does forgive them, I'm not too sure about EA. EA, the devourer of studios, isn't exactly known for being forgiving of dev mistakes. DICE is a pretty big company and they have a pretty massive fan base, but I definitely wouldn't put it past the worst company in America to shut down a beloved studio, especially after 3 considerable screw-ups from DICE. And especially since it's very obvious that DICE and EA are going all in on this game. I mean, just look at this shit. Battlefield Portal, Hazard Zone, the traditional Battlefield game modes, and 128 players? Oh dear lord. The mix of anxiety and excitement I have for this game is too damn much. I really hope that they're getting enough time to finish this game, especially since it's releasing in October. No. Oh no. Yep. I can't say that this is all that surprising. Delays are becoming the norm in the video game industry. Granted, it's better than crunching the devs even more than I'm sure they already are, and getting one giant bug of a game, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't hurt a little bit. Like, goddamn, it happened with my addiction of choice, and now it's happening to arguably the most anticipated game of the year. But again, I'd rather not have another Cyberpunk on our hands. I'd rather have a launch like, when was the last good video game launch? Never mind, that's besides the point. Let's try and avoid yet another shitty video game launch, yeah? Besides, let's be honest here. Between the new Battlefield and the new COD, I think I know which one most people are choosing. My god, it's been a while since COD looked this phoned in. And that's really saying something, because almost every COD for the past decade has looked like exactly what it is. A yearly release that desperately needs a year or two to just take a fucking breath. Call of Duty Vanguard is your one retail coworker that hasn't had a day off in 6 months and looks like death. It looks and feels like a reskin from Modern Warfare 2019. But ooh, look! The M1 Garand! You love the Garand, right? Pre-order our deluxe edition. It's just kinda sad to watch. My point in all this being, between Vanguard looking like the video game equivalent of white bread, and Halo Infinite being released more than a month after Vanguard and Battlefield 2042, Battlefield is in a prime position to take the coveted title of the big FPS, a position that the franchise hasn't held in nearly a decade. And frankly, I'd love to see another golden age of Battlefield, where the Battlefield Dream Team is back and me and my friends can go back to playing a goddamn FPS again. So DICE, for all of our sakes, please don't screw this up. Well dang. Just after I finished recording, we actually got a beta release date. Would you look at that? Let's ignore the part where they said there was going to be a beta in September. Just consider it a necessary part of the delays that have already taken place. This is going to be a deciding point for this game. The quality of this beta is going to shape both the hype of the game and the quality of the game as a whole when it releases. Because there hasn't been a single game that has been shit in the beta that has magically turned around into something great in a month's time between the beta and the release. Because, honestly, betas are more demos for the public than anything else at this point, especially when they're as close to the release as 2042's is. So now, it's time to just sit back and wait for either the greatest FPS of the year or the biggest disaster of the year. In the meantime, I'm going back to an FPS that has never wronged me. One with amazing weapon variety and customization, great movement mechanics, and inspired map design. Arguably the best FPS of the last decade. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Phantom Forces, baby! Y'all played this shit? How do you make a Roblox game feel this damn good? Check out this quick scope. Boom! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nothing like dunking on literal children. Later, dorks!